MP got the job done tonight, as usual. These cheeseheads are something else. Let's quiet them down. The other team's already worried about stopping you, MP.
Injection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest usher, security, or police. Thank you, and enjoy the night. A reminder to come out for a water bottle promotion. Everything in the must float a water bottle. Hey, Bucks fans, want to join us for a future home game? The easiest way to get tickets is on the Milwaukee Bucks app. Download it on your smartphone, and seats are just a tap away.
And the excitement already starting to crescendo, with fans gathering and streaming into the building. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, Hall of Famer Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce round out our broadcast crew for this one. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. You look at the Bulls, it's a long season, but right now they're in great position, holding that prize top spot. And of course, the Bucks, behind 9.5 games.
Seeing where the Bucks are, it's just been a bad start for them. At least, though, they still have enough time to get things going.
Well, sure, it is early, but they want to avoid digging too deep a hole for themselves. If you let a slow start go on too long, it can really shake a team's confidence.
And the starting group for Chicago. They've got Nikola Vucevic. MP is out there with Josh Giddey. Then there's DeSumo, and it's Buzelis in at the 4 spot. And for the Bucks, Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards. Kyle Kuzma out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Sims in at the 5 spot. And Stan, for those teams struggling out of the gate, how do these coaches approach it right now?
Well, look, I think what's important, Brian, when you're talking to your team is they need to understand what it takes to win, why we win, and why we lose. And you've got to play to those expectations, all right, and those demands. It's not early in the year as much the results. It's about what you're doing on the court, well or poorly.
From deep, MP, rebounded by Kuzma. And so it's Kuzma who brings up the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. Here's Lillard, and they cash it in right away with a quick shot.
He's known for the long ball, but Lillard every bit as effective in the mid-range.
MP finds Vucevic. Back to MP. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Lillard passes to Kuzma. Back to Lillard. Pass to Trent. Beyond the arc. Fires in the triple.
And you know Lillard loves setting up his guys. He's got a great eye for where to move the ball.
MP against Trent. Now here's Vucevic. Comes up empty down low.
You got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Here's Kuzma. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Coach, one guy who's shown a lot of growth on the offensive side of the ball is Ayo Dosunmu.
Yeah, it seems like the game is slowed down for him, and that's why everything he does looks better now. His first step, his decision-making, all of it, Brian.
You can bet MP will make a lot of those over his career.
Lillard passes to Kuzma. Trent from long range. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Vucevic, a screen on Lillard. Dosunmu outside. From deep, MP. And again, it's Chicago with a three.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Pass to Lillard. Portis a screen. Let's go with a three. And it's Chicago with a board. The mood around the team right now on cloud 9, looking for their 13th win in a row.
Well, you look at the discipline, the way these guys play under control. They never get out of balance when they find themselves in a hole. They just continue to fight, play their game, and enforce their own pace.
Now here's Lillard. His last outing, he had 18 points. And again, unable to change momentum here. MP, the pass to Vucevic. And Vucevic slams it in.
Can't be too surprised by this. Vucevic got the room, and he went to work.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
Yeah, they found some decent looks, but the shots just weren't falling. Sometimes it goes like that.
Seems like they did all they could, and sometimes it still doesn't go your way.
So Milwaukee going with almost an entirely... And Giddey has got the ball here for the Bulls. They host the Hawks after this one. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. We've got Kyle Kuzma. He's out there with Smith. Kevin Porter is out there with Green. And it's Rollins in at the 2-guard spot. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. There's the triple. Rebounded by Kuzma. The Bucks trail. You know, Stan, for a team with such a proud history, the last decade has been a tough one for the Bulls.
Yeah, Brian, it really has. They've had competitive teams, but they haven't won a full playoff series since 2014. And for such a dedicated and passionate fan base, that's been really difficult for them, let alone the front office and people that want to turn this thing around as quickly as they can.
And here's Porter outside. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Yeah, good up-tempo play by Porter. Getting a little room and pulling up fast.
MP. Power move from MP.
This first half has been all him. He's getting to his spots and going to work.
Bucks trail by 3. Kuzma outside. Chicago with a rebound. Buzelis has got 4 rebounds now. MP scanning the floor. He tries for 3. Oh, MP showing the big range.
Yeah, this defense looks absolutely helpless trying to stop MP right now. He's having his way out there.
Chicago leading by 6. Pass to Collins. To the paint. Here's MP. Takes the hit. MP still gets it to go.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
For Milwaukee, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
White, the pass to Collins. Banked it in off the glass. And now a 10-point Chicago lead.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
You're coming right at you. KPJ playing with intensity.
Well, Stan, you talk about a late bloomer. Kobe White has shown that he might be just that.
Well, Brian, everything has come together for him. He's improved on defense. He's improved his decision-making. He got that second contract and a bigger role, and he is playing great.
And he might have the best hair in the NBA. And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Getting ready for the Bucks. Sims, he's checked in for Smith. Portis comes in for Kuzma. Gary Trent Jr., he's checked in for Green. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Rollins. Pass to Trent. For three, here's Lillard. Chicago with a rebound.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Back to MP. 4-3. Doesn't go for him. The Bucks trail by 10. Trent with it. He's picked up by Jones. Trent up top. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Lets the three fly. And it's cleared by Vucevic. The Bulls on offense. They're on a 13-5 run. Jones, the pass to MP. Back to Jones. To the middle. Here's MP. Out left to the wing. Clock at 6. Dosunmu, the pass to MP. Knocks it down from distance. MP's got 23 points.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
Down low. Here's Portis. And then Portis with the dunk.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of them.
And it's going to be a 3-second call. Kyle Kuzma, he's checked in for Porter Jr. Smith, he's checked in for Chicago. Herter comes in for MP. The Bucks trail by 11. MP getting it done for the Bulls. What a game from deep, making 5 trays. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Great to have you with us. Starting out, let's check out the award winners for Players of the Week. In the Eastern Conference, MP.
To no one's surprise, MP, individually, he's a level above. Also makes his teammates better. What more do you want?
Makes his coach look awfully good as well. And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the Chicago Bulls.
Offense is clicking right now. They're playing high-quality ball, selfless. I'm surprised they're not up by more.
You know, that being said, Shaq, you can't get complacent. Got to keep stepping on that gas pedal.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
He has come out energized, and as a result, he's been crushing it offensively.
Great to see him playing up to his full potential. This will do so much for his confidence.
And Giddey has got the ball here for the Bulls. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Let's check in with Allie LaForce. An injury update on Josh Giddey. What do you have, Allie?
Guys, I was able to catch up with Chicago's head athletic trainer. He said they're concerned this is a serious injury and it's going to keep him out of the rotation. But undeterred, already back in action and pushing through it. Guys?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Always on top of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. Even with the advancements in strength training, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
Second half underway. Here's who Billy Donovan's got on the floor. They've got MP, Buzelis out there with Nikola Vucevic. Then it's Josh Giddey, and it's Dosunmu in at the 3.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Damian Lillard last season becoming the 51st NBA player ever to cross the 20,000-point threshold and the 17th fastest to ever do it. He said it's a great accomplishment and a rare space to be in. I'm like, man, I might be able to get 27 or 28,000 if I can stay healthy. Brian, I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, me either. Thanks, Allie. And that one's good.
He still needs to fill out to be more physical down there, and that will come with time. But Buzelis can handle his own.
Lillard passes to Portis. To the inside. Knocked away.
And they're ahead right now because they're working so hard on the glass.
Yeah, they're winning the possession battle, and that's often what decides games in the NBA. That's a perfect 4 for 4 to open up the second half. Couldn't have asked for a better start after the break.
For 3, here's Lillard. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 5 rebounds tonight. And Vucevic slams it in.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Chicago making some changes. Collins, he's checked in for Nikola Vucevic. And it's White in for Giddey. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Kuzma outside. Over to the left wing. Portis with it. Dosunmu picks him up. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Timms, the pass to Portis. Just 5 to shoot. Can they get it? Buzelis grabs the board. Buzelis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to White. Here's Dosunmu. MP outside. White looking it over. Oh, trying his luck from deep. And MP gets it to go on the assist by White.
Yeah, having this kind of confidence as a shooter will really do wonders for MP in the long run.
Lillard double teamed. And out of bounds, it'll be Chicago ball. And some changes here for the Bucks. Porter Jr. comes in for Trent, and it's Rollins in for Lillard. Smith, he's checked in for Chicago. Herter comes in for Dosunmu. Stan, you've coached some great defensive anchors in your time. Who do you view as the best in the game today?
Well, Brian, you probably have to start with Rudy Gobert, but we've got guys like Brook Lopez, Jaren Jackson, Anthony Davis, and then we've got two young ones coming up that could be as good as...
And some changes here for the Bucks. Kyle Kuzma, he's checked in for Green. Trent comes in for Porter Jr., and Lillard subbed in for Rollins. Dosunmu, he's checked in for Chicago. MP comes in for White. Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards. Bobby Portis out there with Kyle Kuzma. And it's Sims in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Pass to Collins. Ball outside. Fires from deep. He buries it from 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
On the wing, Kuzma. Portis finds Trent. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And Ball will bring it up here for the Bulls. Count it. MP's got 36 points.
Well, MP goes through the defense for the score. Wow.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Trent with it, guarded now by Ball. For 3, here's Lillard. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Smith's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Ball passes to MP. Launches it from deep. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Kuzma's got 4 rebounds now.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Bulls.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And this is a nice victory for them. It's win number 14 of the year.
And this is an even matchup, 1-1 on the season series with 2 left to play.
And even the opposing fans can't. So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Great win tonight, MP. Good win. Let's keep it going.
Ball.